I know for many of us, we just hear the word trend and automatically assume that this is going to be something wild and crazy, something only the teens would wear. But the reality is that there are so many very, very wearable trends, especially as we are talking about fashion for fall, autumn 2025. A lot of this stuff you probably already have in your closet. As always, you know my #1 fashion rule is just to wear what you love, regardless of whether or not it's a trend, regardless of whether or not it's in style. Wear what makes you feel good, wear what you love. But what we're going to talk about today are what some of the fall 2025 trends are and how you can actually make them wearable. You know, this is not runway style where it's like we're gonna wear a skinned monkey on our head and banana shoes. We're gonna figure out how to make the trends of the season, how they're actually wearable for real human beings. Now there's some that are completely expected, right? Like suede. Some years you're gonna see a lot more like patent leather, shiny leather, but this year it's all about suede, and suede in some unexpected places. We're seeing it a lot on sneakers. I am always on the hunt for good lookalikes for the very expensive designer version. So of course I will link down below for you the designer version and then some of the lookalikes that I have found. In my opinion, some of them are, I mean, indistinguishable. For example, these Prada suede sneakers, well, you can find them at various price points from various shoe brands. A very similar suede sneaker. Now, of course, the retro, sleeker style of sneaker is in, which is great. It's fun. I love it. Gives me all the Forrest Gump vibes. But really, one of the main reasons I love this trend is because it's sneakers. It means comfy, okay? Comfy sneakers. You can pair them with sweaters. You can pair them with button-down shirts. You could pair them with dresses. So many different ways to wear comfy sneakers. Angie is my name and comfy is my game. So that's a yes trend for me. This next trend, oh boy, am I so excited about this one, because this is something I've loved for years. I love it regardless, and I will continue to wear it whether or not it's a trend. And that is variations of tapestry and or jacquard type materials. One example I have to show you is this base messenger bag. I got this as my work laptop bag to carry to and from the office. When I saw this, I was like, oh, my grandma heart just loves it. Grangie is back and I am excited about it, okay? So you'll see these types of fabrics a lot in coats, in dresses, in skirts. One of the best ways to bring in some of these trends is in shoes. I found some really beautiful shoes on Amazon. One of the designers that we see a ton of this from is Valentino. They are outside of my budget, outside of my price range, but what I love to do is I will use that for inspiration and search for less expensive items that give a similar feel and vibe. Just as an example, this Free People bag, it's still not a super cheap bag, but it's real leather and it's a great quality bag. So I'm getting the quality piece. This isn't just like something cheap I'm replacing it with, but it's also not the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 price tag of a Valentino bag. So there's lots of ways that you can bring in, again, this type of trend. Shoes, bags, if you're not into the coats or dresses or something like that. Shoes and bags are an easy way to do that, and especially an easier way to find some more affordable variations of these trends. Along with the same kind of fabric and print, patchwork. I shared with y'all some patchwork jeans that I got from Walmart that were from the Jessica Simpson line at Walmart. Those things sold out instantly, not from me, but like before I even got a chance to share them with you, they had basically sold out. I will check to see if they've restocked. If not, I will find some other variations to share with you. I love this. It gives a very just like homey, nostalgic vibe, which I love and kind of always have. So I love that this kind of quilted and patchwork style is coming back into style. Free People has done a great like quilted coat for a number of years now, 2 or 3 years. And so there are, of course, some great look for less variations of that. But I also just love the idea of patchwork denim, a patchwork like trench coat, something long. Again, this is just like right up my alley. We're seeing a lot of preppy, more classic preppy style, but with that like vintage flair, that little bit of like vintage twist. Again, talking about various fabrics, materials, patchwork, things like that. Particularly seeing polo style sweaters that have like rugby stripes. So various variations of stripes, rugby stripes, combined with the polo sweater style. Do not be surprised if you see that everywhere you go, at every store, every clothing maker, you know, walk through the mall, you are probably going to see a ton of that style. That's one that, like, I don't even think it warrants me bothering to tell you how to mix it in, because it is just so easy to wear. You can just pop it on with denim and away you go. Love trends like that you don't have to overthink it too much. You can just put something on and go. Animal print is still here. Animal print started coming back into style a couple of years ago. It's very much still here. I don't dislike it. Obviously, like, I've got an animal print rug. I've had some various like cheetah and leopard print cardigans. I tend to like it in small doses. So maybe on a shoe, maybe on a cardigan. My preference is a more muted variation of it. It's very easy to add in. Again, always think shoes, handbags if you just want to try a trend but you're not sure, or something simple like a cardigan, and go for a more muted variation of it, maybe not like a totally bold, or something like a slip skirt that's a cheetah print, and then you could put a big oversized sweater over it, and that would help to like tone it down a bit, tame it a little, if you will. With animal print, we're also seeing a lot of faux fur. It's obviously like warm and cozy and gives all of those kind of like cozy vibes. Last year, I got a fantastic like long jacket from Walmart that is like a brown dark fur. There's so many variations of this at so many price points. You're gonna see this again everywhere in coats, is various types of faux animal fur. That's very much on trend for 2025 yet again. I told you it was likely that you would have some of this stuff in your closet, whether it was from last year or from 2011. Just pull it out. Of course, with fall, I feel like always comes plaid, but some years it is more trendy than others. I find it to be a totally classic staple. Plaids, like a Burberry plaid or just like a tartan plaid, all kinds of plaids. This year specifically, we're talking about autumn plaids, so autumnal plaids, more of the browns and the oranges and the rusts and things like that. Lots of ways to wear this. I shared a vest I got from Amazon recently that is a lovely fall plaid. You could totally do this in a jacket, in a coat, in a skirt, in a pencil skirt, something like that. Lots of ways to wear plaid, and especially if you lean more towards a classic or preppy style, I think you'll find a lot this year probably already have in your closet that's on trend, or a lot that you're going to see in the store that you're really going to love because it's very you and your style. The other thing that we're seeing a lot of is red, but like pops of red, specifically in shoes, like red patent leather shoes, all kinds of variations. Cezanne is one of my favorite places to go for style inspiration and outfit ideas. Just in going through their lookbook, there's just some really fun styling ideas in there that's very much in my wheelhouse of the kind of things I like to wear. But one thing I noticed with their fall release was that, oh, there's some like bright red shoes, and they are mixing them with a lot of things. It's almost being treated like a neutral, like it's just something that you can add to any outfit, any color outfit, any style is a pop of red. You know, I've always said I think that like leopard print is a neutral. I think that you can mix animal print with almost anything if you treat it like a neutral. And so I kind of like this idea. You'll probably see me playing around a little bit with pops of red here and there. And remember, depending on what color season you are, what colors look good on you, you can go with various shades of red, depending on what's actually gonna look good on you. I'm very interested, and you'll probably see me play around with that a little bit. The kind of like espresso coffee color is very much in this fall, which I love. I love the really rich chocolate colors. I think that they are beautiful and a lovely take on not black, because for many of us women, black does not look good on us. Even if we love to wear it, even if we're like, I feel like it's slimming. For so many of us, especially the 40+ crowd, black is harsh. It does make us look older. It's just very harsh on our faces, on our skin tones. Not for everyone, but a lot of women, black is very hard to wear. Even going into fall, winter, when we're getting paler, it's just difficult. So having various shades of brown, navy, like that chocolate, the rich chocolate, is a great way to still get to wear some of those darker, richer colors without the harshness of black in your wardrobe. So I'm excited about that. You have to figure out the tone, the depth of the color that's gonna look right on you. So don't feel like it has to be exact, it doesn't. And that brings me to the next color trend, that if I had to tell you it's one of the trends, maybe the only one that I'm truly not at all excited about, and it's not a color I think looks very good on me personally, selfishly not that thrilled about it. And it is purple, but like royalty purple, purple, Barney purple. I am digging in to figure out some variations of purple that might be wearable for me. It's not really in my wheelhouse, but again, I know, like, I do love a good deep plummy purple, more of like a burgundy purple. So we'll see how I personally am able to incorporate this trend, if at all. I certainly do not incorporate every trend that comes around, but I do like to play around with them and try them for the sake of sharing ideas with y'all. If there's something that I'm like, okay, listen, this trend is weird, but here's how, figured out a way to wear it if you would like to also try it. Again, for those of you who purple is color you love and it's a color that looks good on you, it's your season, baby. Let's talk a little bit about pants and denim. Man, this is one that just battleground territory for people all the time. What kind of denim is in right now? Skinny jeans are in, they're out. Baggy jeans, barrel jeans, wide leg jeans. You can never go wrong with classic denim, classic Levi's, maybe just like a straight leg denim, a good quality denim. You just can't go wrong with that, no matter what's trending at the moment. This year, I'm pretty excited to see that we're seeing a lot of skinny fit flare, meaning that like trousers, denim, much like the ones I shared with you the other day, the Dolly Parton collab with Good American, where the fit of it is tight like a skinny jean and then into a sharper flare. So not a wide leg flare, not a big oversized flare, but like a tight fit with a flare. I love these jeans. They're super soft and comfortable. I'm wearing them right now. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce and they're so comfortable, so high-waisted, stretchy. I just love them. But I love to see that this cut is going to be available, and we're gonna see it more in some trousers, in some like dress pant style things if you've got to dress up for work, or as I've spoken about many times before, the like knit, the pont knit and the stretchy knit from Quince. I love theirs. They have a pair of very tight fitting that flare out. They are lookalikes, dupes, if you will, for the Ripley Raider pants. I love them. My sister was here at the office the other day helping me, and she found them in my closet and tried them on and was like, I love these. Immediately went and ordered a pair for herself because they are just so flattering, being like so high-waisted. The cut of them is just fantastic, and they're only like $50. So love those pants, but remember, wear what looks good on you, wear what cut looks right on you, what you feel good in terms of denim. Just wear what looks good on you, okay? Of course, we're still gonna see a lot of flats and ballet flats. Mules. I love mules. I have the pair sitting that I'm wearing right now, sitting at the floor right here. But I do love that mules are, because I love a good slide, like slide-on style sandal in the summer. And mules are very similar in how they fit, and I really like them a lot. So lots of good options there. I have two pairs from Splendid that I really love. I find them to be incredibly comfortable, very, very wearable. But I will link some of my favorite mules for fall. Blending the trends here, okay? Suede mules, we're taking the material of suede, blending it with the style of shoe. Love that. Easy ways to incorporate these trends that are absolutely wearable for the day to day. These are not like highfalutin runway styles that are completely ridiculous and totally unwearable. All right, hopefully you enjoyed chatting a little bit about some of the fall fashion trends for 2025, and hopefully I've given you some ideas about how you can make these trends very wearable for you in items that maybe you already have in your closet. But remember, the #1 rule is whether it is on trend or not, in style or not, wear what you love.